Among Hollywood's biggest names, Ellen DeGeneres stands out for her hosting work as well as her comedic and social accomplishments. Her life has been filled with laughter and fun, but it has also been a battleground. Ellen has been through more ups and downs than anybody could have imagined, spanning from professional scandals to contentious personal choices. Watch this video to learn about Ellen DeGeneres' life and the tragic conclusion to it. Early years. Ellen DeGeneres was born on January 26, 1958, in Metairie, Louisiana, into a family with limited means. Her father, Elliot DeGeneres, was a lawyer, and her mother, Betty, was an educational assistant. Although her parents had stable jobs, Ellen's family still faced financial difficulties. She grew up in a difficult environment, as her parents had many conflicts in their relationship and eventually divorced when Ellen was only 13 years old. This separation had a profound impact on her, causing her to face feelings of loneliness and loss at a very early age. Despite her family's difficulties, Ellen always felt loved and protected, especially by her mother. Her mother, who was always willing to sacrifice everything to care for and raise her, became a strong role model, greatly influencing Ellen's personality. Betty worked hard to raise her two children after her divorce, and despite having little support from her ex-husband, she tried to create a loving and safe environment for Ellen and her brother. Her parents' divorce, while not uncommon, was a huge shock to Ellen. The arguments between her parents created a tense atmosphere in the home, which affected the young girl's psychology. However, over time, Ellen learned to be independent and found humor in dealing with life's challenges. She soon realized that only she could control and change her life. It was also from the difficulties in her family that Ellen developed the ability to face failure and know how to master her emotions. Throughout her childhood, Ellen was obsessed with the idea of becoming a TV presenter, a career that she thought would help her escape from family tensions. However, she did not have the conditions to pursue this dream immediately, so she had to do many different jobs to make a living. She tried her hand at jobs such as sales staff, working in advertising companies, and even doing office work, but deep down, Ellen always had a passion for humor. Although she could not immediately access the artistic environment, she did not give up and always looked for opportunities to show her talent. From a young age, Ellen DeGeneres showed a passion for humor and the ability to make people laugh. She was born into a poor family, but that did not stop her passion for art. Although she did not have the conditions to study formally in the art environment, Ellen made up for it with her observation and self-study spirit. She often made her friends and family laugh with her jokes and funny stories. Ellen even imitated famous characters on TV shows, developing her acting and storytelling skills naturally. Her lighthearted, intelligent jokes and humorous sarcasm made the family atmosphere more cheerful, creating a special bond between her and her loved ones. Despite her passion for art, Ellen's family circumstances prevented her from accessing formal art education. However, she never let this lack of resources hinder her dreams. Instead of seeking opportunities in professional classes, Ellen found joy in expressing her sense of humor in everyday situations. Growing up in a family with many challenges, Ellen learned to face difficulties with humor, which not only helped her overcome difficult moments, but also helped her build confidence. Although Ellen's career did not start smoothly, she did not give up. After graduating from high school, she began to try her hand at different jobs to make ends meet. Temporary jobs such as working as a sales clerk in stores or as an assistant at advertising agencies were not her dream jobs, but they were necessary stepping stones for Ellen to be able to maintain her daily life. One of her first jobs was as a sales clerk in a store in New Orleans, where she had to face many difficulties in communicating with customers and achieving sales targets. However, Ellen always believed that these temporary jobs were only temporary, and she never gave up on her dream of becoming a comedian. In addition to her sales job, Ellen also worked at advertising agencies, where she had the opportunity to interact with many people and began to find new ways to express her creativity and humor. Although the job was not directly related to art, it was an important step in helping Ellen develop her communication skills and build relationships in the industry. During this time, Ellen continued to experiment with small pranks and performances at gatherings of friends, and she even participated in local comedy events where she began to show off her talent in small shows. Although these jobs helped her make ends meet, Ellen never gave up on her big dream. She spent every day practicing, looking for opportunities to stand on the stage where she could express herself and share laughter with others. She participated in small stand-up comedy shows and from there gradually received attention from people in the industry. This was the first step in Ellen DeGeneres' journey to affirm her name. From a girl with big dreams to one of the most famous comedy stars in Hollywood. Career change. Ellen DeGeneres' career officially began when she decided to try her hand at stand-up comedy, a turning point in her life. Initially, Ellen only appeared at small comedy clubs and performed short performances. These performances were not very noisy and often took place in the evening at cafes or restaurants, where the audience was mainly comedy lovers and local artists. However, right from the first time on stage, Ellen left a strong impression with her charm and natural performance. She not only brought laughter to the audience, but also impressed them with her subtle and sharp storytelling. Ellen's comedies are not simply funny jokes, but also reflect profound observations about everyday life, from normal situations to social topics, thereby demonstrating her intelligence and free spirit in her way of thinking. Ellen used humor to connect with the audience, with the ability to turn seemingly simple things into interesting and accessible stories. Different from other comedians at that time, Ellen brought a light-hearted style of humor and did not intend to offend anyone, which helped her quickly build a loyal fan base. Although not a prominent name at the beginning, with perseverance and determination, Ellen built a fan base, especially those who sought humor in simple, familiar stories. However, Ellen's path to success was not easy. Initially, she encountered many difficulties, from the lack of big opportunities to having to face fierce competition in the entertainment industry. But instead of giving up, Ellen persevered in practicing, learning, and improving herself through each performance. She gradually improved the quality of her performances and began to attract the attention of people in the industry. One of the major turning points in Ellen's career was when she began appearing on popular television shows such as Johnny Carson's The Tonight Show in 1986, one of the most popular comedy shows of the time. This was a great opportunity for Ellen to bring her name closer to the television audience, and she did not miss it. In particular, appearing on The Tonight Show not only helped Ellen get the opportunity to perform in front of a wider audience, but also brought her to the attention of television producers. Throughout the following years, Ellen participated in many other television shows, but the real peak of her career was when she began appearing on The Ellen DeGeneres Show in 2003. The show was not only a huge success, but also became an indispensable part of American television history, especially in changing the way talk shows were made. With her approachable, humorous, and charming hosting style, Ellen has quickly established a unique style that no one can replace. She combines subtle humor with inspirational life stories, making the audience laugh and feel inspired. In addition to her television career, Ellen has also participated in many other projects, including film and music. However, her talk show is still where she made the strongest impression, becoming an icon in the entertainment industry. Thanks to her unique hosting style and ability to connect with viewers, Ellen has received many prestigious awards and titles, including the prestigious Emmy Award. Resounding success. After years of hard work in the entertainment industry, Ellen DeGeneres' career officially reached its peak when she received the lead role in the sitcom Ellen, 1994-1998. This was an important turning point in Ellen's career when she not only affirmed her acting talent but also proved her mettle as a host. Ellen is not just a regular sitcom but also brings innovation to this genre. Ellen, as the main character, not only brings laughter but also exploits elements of daily life with situations that are both humorous and touching. What is special about Ellen is the way the show deeply exploits social issues such as love, work, and relationships between generations, thereby creating closeness and accessibility for viewers. The show not only helped Ellen gain popularity, but also proved that she was not only a talented comedian, but also an excellent host. However, the show took off when Ellen, in a special episode in 1997, publicly announced her sexual orientation. This was a historic moment in the entertainment industry, when she officially confirmed that she was gay, creating an important milestone in her career and life. Ellen's coming out in Ellen was not only a courageous act on her part, but also a major turning point in the way society viewed the LGBT community. This event opened a revolution in the entertainment industry and created a wave of change in the way gay characters were portrayed on screen. This event not only made Ellen a strong role model for the LGBT community, but also contributed greatly to promoting acceptance and understanding of people in this community in American society. This big turn in Ellen made Ellen DeGeneres an icon for the LGBT community. After coming out on the show, she faced strong criticism and opposition from a part of the public, but at the same time received enthusiastic support from supporters of equal rights. Her actions not only had a profound impact on the entertainment industry, but also created significant changes in society as people began to view homosexuals more fairly and equally. Ellen's coming out was not only a personal struggle, but also a victory for the rights of the LGBT community, helping to create a platform for many other stars to dare to be true to themselves and share their stories with the world. She became a symbol of courage, confidence, and hope for those seeking acceptance in society. After Ellen's success, Ellen continued to reap many great achievements in her career. In particular, the Ellen DeGeneres Show, launched in 2003, marked a new turning point in her career. With her charming, humorous, and approachable hosting style, Ellen has built a sustainable, successful talk show, bringing funny, touching, and meaningful moments to the audience. She not only chats with Hollywood stars, but also skillfully brings inspirational stories from lesser-known characters, making the show a great place to exchange between the fields of art and life. In addition, the Ellen DeGeneres Show always focuses on creating a positive environment and promoting kindness and compassion, which has helped her attract a large and loyal audience. The show not only brings laughter, but also has a great influence on social issues such as equal rights, animal protection, and volunteering. Ellen has received numerous prestigious awards, including multiple Daytime Emmy Awards for her talk show. She has also been recognized for her significant contributions to the entertainment industry, especially in raising awareness of the LGBT community and positive values in society. Thanks to these achievements, Ellen has become one of the most powerful women in the entertainment industry, always standing firm in the face of challenges and constantly promoting positive values. Despite her successful career and popularity, Ellen DeGeneres has not been without her struggles and challenges. Career challenges. One of the biggest issues she has faced in recent years has been a series of scandals related to her attitude and behavior in the workplace. In 2020, a series of articles and investigations by employees of the Ellen DeGeneres Show raised allegations of a toxic work environment. Current and former employees of the show shared that they were treated unfairly, were harassed mentally, and were not treated with the respect they deserved. These allegations included discrimination by the show's management, abuse of power, and some unprofessional behavior in dealing with employees. These issues have shaken Ellen's image, which has been built over the years as a funny, approachable, and positive person. Although Ellen has publicly apologized and admitted that there were some shortcomings in her management style, the allegations continue threaten her. This has not only caused her to face criticism from the public, but also from a large part of the entertainment industry. The media and public have begun to question the image Ellen has built throughout her career, especially when she failed to protect those who worked with her from uncomfortable and stressful situations. In addition to criticism related to her staff, Ellen has also encountered problems in her relationships with guests on the show. Over the years, the Ellen DeGeneres Show has been known for its humorous and relaxed interviews, where celebrities are asked to participate in fun games or share interesting stories. However, some guests have spoken out about how they felt while working with Ellen. Several major stars have publicly criticized her attitude, claiming that she lacks respect in conversations and even has situations where she is not well prepared or shows a lack of concern for the feelings of her guests. Over the years, conflicts have arisen when some guests have complained about being treated coldly or even cut off after the show ends. Some people, including artists and celebrities, have shared that Ellen does not always show the enthusiasm or care they expect from a famous host. These situations have caused audiences and colleagues to question Ellen's sincerity and whether she can maintain the good friend image she has built over thousands of hours of television. These incidents have created a wave of mixed reactions, with some members of the public feeling disappointed that Ellen's image is no longer the same. Meanwhile, some people think that these criticisms are too harsh and that Ellen is just a victim of the inevitable pressures of working in a competitive and harsh entertainment environment. However, whatever the reason, these conflicts have significantly affected Ellen's image, causing her to face a big challenge in maintaining the trust of the public and colleagues. All of these problems have caused Ellen's career to go through a turbulent period when she not only had to face criticism from the public, but also storms in the very work to which she has devoted so much. However, Ellen's career also reflects one thing. In the entertainment industry, even big stars cannot avoid challenges and mistakes, and they need to have resilience to overcome all difficulties. However, aside from her career, Ellen's personal life is also unstable. You know, some people don't like same-sex relationships, personal life and difficulties. Ellen DeGeneres and her wife Portia de Rossi have become one of the most prominent and beloved couples in the LGBT community. Their relationship is not only a symbol of same-sex love, but also a testament to the struggle and dedication in seeking equal rights for all relationships. Ellen and Portia got married in 2008 after same-sex marriage was legalized in California, marking an important step forward in the fight for LGBT rights. They have been a model of a lasting relationship, supporting each other and overcoming difficulties in life. However, despite being a famous couple, Ellen and Portia's married life has not always been smooth. In the years after their marriage, Ellen and Portia faced great challenges in their lives, especially from the public. Sometimes, the public pressure on their relationship and marital status also caused great pressure from the public, not only because of the expectations of a perfect family model, but also because of the prejudices that existed against the LGBT community. In addition, the pressure from Ellen's career, with its inevitable ups and downs, affected their relationship, causing both of them to face challenges in maintaining a balance between work and private life. There were even times when both Ellen and Portia faced doubts from the public about the true nature of their relationship, as the public always looked for hidden corners in the lives of stars. As Ellen's career reached its peak, she also gradually began to feel the changes in both her personal life and career. After years of working tirelessly, Ellen began to face health problems, which forced her to reconsider her way of life and work. One of the major changes in her life was her gradual withdrawal from major projects, especially since she was no longer as involved in television activities as before. This transition was not only related to her health, but also due to the need to focus on other projects, including those related to her family and community. In addition, the change in Ellen's attitude and image also affected her career. With recent scandals and criticism, especially regarding allegations of a toxic work environment and inappropriate treatment of employees, her image was greatly affected. Although she continued to maintain her talk show for a while, the failure to maintain public trust made Ellen gradually realize that some changes were necessary. She began to slow down, spending more time with her family and on activities outside of work. However, this change was not all negative. Along with the challenges, Ellen also began to find new ways to maintain her career and continue to contribute to the community. Participating in charity campaigns, speaking out publicly on social issues, and supporting projects related to women's rights and the LGBT community are some of the ways Ellen continues to maintain her influence in society. This not only helps her maintain a positive image in the eyes of her fans, but also proves that despite difficulties, Ellen can continue to make positive changes in the community and continue to be a leader in many fields. After a long and successful journey, Ellen DeGeneres has faced a series of bad decisions that have caused her to lose the support of many fans and colleagues. Over the years, Ellen has always been loved for her charm and humorous, approachable approach to her television shows. However, when her career reached its peak, she was caught up in scandals and criticism that affected her reputation. Sad ending. From the peak to the collapse. One of the factors that caused the decline in public trust was her decision to manage her image and relationships with employees. Allegations of creating a toxic work environment began to appear in the mid-2010s when many former employees of The Ellen DeGeneres Show spoke out about inappropriate behavior, unfriendly attitudes, and unfair treatment of employees. These criticisms quickly damaged Ellen's image in the eyes of many fans, and she was criticized for not living up to the values she always conveyed in her shows. These unwise decisions have diminished Ellen's reputation and put her in a difficult period in her career. Despite a long period of success, The Ellen DeGeneres Show, the talk show that made Ellen's name, finally had to stop. After 19 years on the air, the show officially ended in 2022. not only due to issues with the working environment, but also because of a gradual decline in popularity. When the scandals began to break out, Ellen's show was strongly affected, affecting her viewership and her image. Several famous guests also spoke out about Ellen's inappropriate behavior during her time hosting the show. These people shared that although Ellen always appeared cheerful and friendly on screen, in reality, she was not always like that in her relationships. In addition, the change in Ellen's attitude and hosting style also made many viewers feel disappointed. When her show was no longer as fresh and creative as before, a part of the audience began to feel that the show became boring and less attractive. Although the Ellen DeGeneres show was associated with many memorable moments and meaningful charity campaigns, its appeal gradually decreased over time. Finally, after a series of incidents and a decline in public trust, Ellen decided to end her show, not only because of the working environment, but also because she realized that her television career had reached a stage where she needed to change. Faced with the end of the show, Ellen expressed regret, but also said that this was the time for her to change and focus on other jobs. Although no longer the television icon she once was, Ellen still maintained a presence in the community with charity projects and social activities, although her career was no longer at the peak it had been. The end of the Ellen DeGeneres show was a milestone marking the collapse of a television empire that Ellen had built over nearly 2 decades. Criticism, scandals, and a gradual decline in the freshness of her shows made Ellen no longer maintain the dominance she had in the entertainment industry. What do you think about the end of the Ellen DeGeneres show? Do you think the scandals and criticism have affected Ellen's career too much? Or does she still deserve the public's support? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. We would love to hear from you. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more